house, yellow color, tagged oil of godly fruits. And the fourth is palm house, red color, tagged flourishing eternally.
Hello.
There were a series of games on display by the pupils of Genesee schools from nursery to secondary school. There was running for laurel, done by children from the playgroup and nursery class, where the children are expected to pick biscuits and candies, put it in a bag, and deliver to their housemaster. There was the slippers race between the kindergarten boys and girls of Genesee schools. There was the 20-meter race between the kindergarten and nursery class boys and girls. There was also the 50-meter race between the KG and Year 1 boys and girls. There was the 75-meter race between Year 1 and 2 boys and girls.
Let's go, mom. Let's go, mommy. Let's go, mommy. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, mommy. Let's go. Get there. To succeed in life is not easy. It's going to be easy. Don't worry, you enjoy it. When I am something, I'll help you. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Uncle, 5,000 people. Jesus Christ, let's go. We're moving. Don't worry, just take my time. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Auntie.
Ènìyàn ṣe bí Ọlọ́run ọba, káni kò lè bọ́ sí gbogbo. Ọmọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ní bàbá bá ẹ ṣe. Wọ́n ní ní orí àwọn, káni kò lè bọ́ sí gbogbo. Ọmọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ní bàbá bá ẹ ṣe. Káni kò sáyé lókè, kó ráyè fún ẹ lókè. Ó gbogbo fọ́lẹ̀ rẹ̀, ìyá ni lórúkọ. Káni kò sáyé lókè, kó ráyè fún ẹ lókè.
The 8 biennial intercolors. Palm House in red color emerged the overall winner of the competition with 28 gold, 17 silver, and 13 bronze medals. Trophies were presented to the winners of the competition. Prayers were handled by Apostle Dr. Wole Oladin, chairman of Genesis Schools and founder of Clam Church Global. Biscon Communication Global Media Network salutes Genesis Schools for the success of the event.
Hello and welcome to Newspaper Review on Biscon Television. I'm Adebisi Elegunde, and here with me is
Sarah Piedo.
And together we'll be taking you through some headlines from some of the newspapers, and I'll begin with the front page of the Council of States meets today. That story is on page 27. Marketers project 600 naira per litre for Dangote petrol. That's on page 19. Tinubu unveils 30 hybrid CNG buses. That story is on page 19. 215,267 results withheld for malpractices, says WAEC. That story on page 27. Federal government got 1990 era when local governments couldn't pay teachers, workers' salaries. That according to an official and on page 26. Mobile's family opposes late singer's anniversary event. I can catch the story on pages 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper. And lastly, for the Punch, revenue generating agencies failed to remit 4 trillion naira. That's according to FAAC, and that story is on page 20.
Now to the New Telegraph newspaper. Page 124, improved e-channel transaction trillion naira, and the rest of this is on page 3. Nigeria's crude oil rise pushes OPEC's output to 26.746 mbpd. Artificial intelligence represents double-edged sword, can be exploited to undermine national security, and that's on page 26. Justice Kekere becomes the second female CJN. NYC invalidates certificate of 101 UNICAL graduates, and the rest of this is on pages 4 and 5. Olubadan performs first official duty, crowns Ladoja as Oba Ojubu, and Wire agreed to be crowned, and that's on page 3.
Moving to the Vanguard newspaper. Tinubu Commission
Newspaper. Wase, 215,267 candidates, results withheld. 72% obtained credit and above in 5 mandatory subjects, and the rest of this is on page 2. Tinubu commissions 20 hybrid CNG buses, says they are economic necessity. Identify insecurity as major disincentive to farmers. Blame anchor borrowers program. Insincerity of state government investment. Lack of subsidy on fertilizer, say Allied conspiracy killed OBJ, Jonathan's cassava initiative. The rest of the story is on page 3. Finally, Ladoja gets beaded crown, gets new title as Oba, and that's on page 5. Edo government, Shaibu fights gets Messiah, and that's on page 20. Power 27. Police confirm kidnap of 2 Chinese in Ogun. And the rest of the story is on page 26. Court sacks Rivers APC chairman as explosion rocks APP secretariat in Port Harcourt. The rest Now to the Guardian newspaper. National Broadband Plan, page 6. Court throws out application to ban Nigerians from further protest against hunger, and that's on page 6. Tinubu rolls out locally made CNG buses to ease transportation, and that's on page 5. Nigeria-bound vessels pay $620 million war risk insurance premium, that's on page 22. Shaibu resumes as Edo State's deputy governor. The rest of the story is also on page. Ticket states on failure to implement new minimum wage, and that's on page 4.
Separatist agitation. Reps seek 10 million naira fine, 25 years jail term for corporate. Propose 5 years jail term for illegal possession. That's on page 6. Gunmen kill 6 in Taraba, 8 new bodies recovered after fresh attack in Kaduna. That is on page 4. 2024 Wasay. 72% obtained 5 credits, including English, Maths. Exam body withheld 215,267 results over malpractices. That's on page 6. Tinubu commissions 30 CNG buses with 3,000 passenger capacity, says energy innovation will bring prosperity. That is on page 26. Torn Nigerian passport.
Of 90 hybrid buses in Abuja, Lagos, and El-Rufai's ex-advisor on watch list over a 11 billion naira project, and that's on page 2. And lastly, for the nation, we have 72% makes 5 credits above in Wasi, and that's on page 3. While St. Jack's takes hold has HOCSF, and that's on page 3 also, and that's it for the Nation newspaper.
And now we've come to the end of Biscon Television Newspaper Review. Many thanks for watching.
As the Biscon Latino Show, BOS, the globally acknowledged leading brand in the cotton, celebrate its Silver Jubilee anniversary, it's time to blow our own trumpet resoundingly, stating the qualities that have continued to endear the BOS brand to all our fans across and beyond Nigeria. In the last 25 years, the Biscon Latino Show, BOS, which is the longest-running general interest magazine program on television in Nigeria, has covered and broadcasted events of social, economic, corporate, political, and entertainment values every week unfailingly. With iconic events dating back many decades captured for posterity, BOS honors those living and immortalizes the dead everlastingly. The Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, proudly boasts of being one of the broadcast outfit with the richest library of archives of past events, coronations of traditional rulers, inaugurations of state governors in Nigeria, the inaugurations of Nigerian presidents, and presbyter, covered by the ubiquitous Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS. BOS was also at the inauguration of the Alake of Egbaland 16 years ago, Oba of Benin 8 years ago, Oni of Ife. Of the high and mighty in the society, the BOS archives is replete with very exciting pan and beyond Nigerian super coverages. As for the festivals like Calabar Carnival, Ujude Oba Festival of the Ijebus, Lishabi Festival of the Egbas of Ogun State, and others, the Bisi Olatilo Show BOS simply is the toast of all. The corporate concerns, the banks, telecommunication companies, and other business concerns have made BOS their prime choice over the years. The newspapers, state governments would rather the almighty Bisi Olatilo Show give the coverage of their awards are inimitable. The Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, is the preferred choice of state governments in the propagation and publicity of their programs to their different constituents in different states, because the Bisi Olatilo Show is the #1 program they've all been watching religiously in the last 25 years. In fact, the Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, commissioned to provide a comprehensive nationwide campaign program which took the BOS team around the country campaigning for votes for the candidates at the time. The Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, was also involved in rigorous campaign for Governor Duoye Diri of Bayelsa State, Senator Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, and Governor Gboyega Oyetola of Osun State. Incidentally, these were all clients of BOS from the two different political parties, APC and PDP. Also, in the very rich archives of BOS, with events that span over 25 years, is the one where BOS paid an everlasting honor to immortalize Nigeria's First Lady of all times, Mrs. Stella Obasanjo, who died 19 years ago. The Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, the first and the best, still remains on the very top of our game.
The birthday celebration of Chief Sir Dr. Kingdom has always been a carnival as people gather from all parts of the world to celebrate the great Esama of Benin Kingdom. This year's celebration is his 89th birthday, and the philanthropist, business mogul and politician tagged the celebration, "His grace is sufficient for me," a testament of the Esama's numerous achievements on the road Benin City. The celebrant, Chief Sir Dr. Gabriel Osawari Igbinediong, accompanied by his wife, Lady Cherry Igbinediong, his son and former governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Igbinediong, his siblings, among other dignitaries, arrived at the Archangel Gabriel Catholic Church to a warm reception. Houses. The Most Reverend Dr. Augustine Akubeze, who was represented by the Vicar General of the Archdiocese, Very Reverend Father Dr. Augustine Ehiyi. It's an act of generosity.
Your birthday, who is the primary investor in your life? Last Sunday, you had a Thanksgiving in a church. This Sunday, you're having a Thanksgiving in this church. And tomorrow, you have another Thanksgiving, money due in your house. 3 slots to your Creator. Many will not do that. Many will not do that.
You are constantly calling for prayers. Pray for me. Please don't wait for people to always appreciate you. Success that we see in you and celebrate.
And as expected, the Archangel Gabriel Parish Choir edified the entire congregation, churning out different gospel tunes from all parts of the country and beyond, which got lots of dignitaries dancing in thanksgiving to God. Responding on behalf of the House of Igbenedion, the former governor of Edo State and son of the celebrant, Chief Lucky Igbenedion, expressed joy at the love showered on the patriarch of the Igbenedion dynasty on his 89th birthday. He prayed for journey mercies for all those who have come to celebrate with his father.
Your Highnesses from various parts of your kingdom, the House of Igbenedion appreciate you. Those in and outside of our country, may the good Lord grant you journey mercies to your various kingdoms. We have ambassadors from various countries in greater color with more blessings. God bless all of you and travel safe.
Speaking on behalf of some of the dignitaries that graced the occasion, Mrs. Stella Ahewo and the APC governorship candidate in view to the lives of many.
I'm here to celebrate with our Esama of Benin over his 89th birthday. Actually, we wish him all the best, good health, because that's very important at his age. It's not easy for one person like him. You have some of his mates who are not yet, but wish him happy, more glorious.
A living legend that is known all over the world. I say this without fear of favor. He's a man to reckon with. That as he's living for others, helping others, giving so much to others. For me, party or no party, Isama remains my father. Because for all that he has done for me, what do we call God? What do we say? Say I'm a Christian. What is Christian? To be Christ-like. To be Christ-like. Look at what he has done for the Christian community. Look at how many churches he has built. Is he Catholic? Is he Anglican? Is he Methodist? Is he Baptist? Is he Pentecostal? He has built a huge foundation that even everyone in this country that I have not seen doing.
Guests at the birthday Thanksgiving Mass were later hosted to a lavish reception at the tastefully decorated country home of the Esama of Benin Kingdom, where music was supplied by a host of upcoming artists, live band, cultural troops, among others. The colorful event was rounded off with the cutting of the 89th birthday cake of the Esama of Benin Kingdom, His Excellency, Chief Sir Dr. Gabriel Osawari Igbenedion, done on his behalf by his son, Chief Lucky Igbenedion. Chief Sir Dr. Gabriel Osawari Igbenedion's 89th birthday took place at the country home of the celebrant with a lot of dignitaries in attendance. As early with a lot of dignitaries in attendance. As early with a lot of dignitaries in attendance. As early as 6 o'clock in the morning on Monday, the 11th of September 2023, the interdenominational church service began with worship songs rendered by a combination of choir groups from different churches within Benin metropolis. The event got off to a flying start with the opening prayer taken by Pastor Dr. Blessed Igiwiwisi, followed by the call to worship taken from the book of Psalm 100 verse 1 to 5, and the worship taken from the book of Psalm 100 verse 1 to 5, and the worship taken from the book of Psalm 100 verse 1 to 5, and the opening hymn, Amazing. The scriptural reading of the day was taken by the resident pastor, God's Historic Chapel, Pastor Joshua Oguboye, from 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1 to 10, after which the popular hymn, Rock of Ages, was sang to usher in some spiritual ministrations by the guest choir. The praise team of God's The central message of the day with the theme, His Grace is Sufficient for Me, was delivered by the former president, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, Reverend Dr. Felix Omobude, who also doubles as the president and general.
Yesama is making a statement by the theme of this celebration. As we read earlier, this was pulled from the very mouth of Apostle Paul. He began by saying that he doesn't want peace. That I stand here today to address us about.
High points of the interdenominational church service was the special Thanksgiving offering and special birthday prayers by a combination of Catholic priests and Pentecostal pastors, led by Reverend Father Alfred Agbolaho. Service were former Governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Igbenedion, South African High Commissioner in Nigeria, Tham Sanka Mesleko, led a host of other diplomats from different countries to grace the interdenominational church service. Other dignitaries were ace broadcaster and chairman and CEO Biscon Communications, Prince Bisi Olatilo, prominent politician Pastor Ize Yamu, Erelu Abiola Dosumu, former president of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Pastor Ayo Rishejafo, Yeye Nike Shobajo, Chief Ephraim Falui, who is looking forward to his 80th birthday in November, among many others. Of Igbenedion, former governor of Edo State and son of the celebrant, Chief Lucky Igbenedion, thanked everyone for coming to celebrate his father, Chief Sir Dr. Gabriel Osawara Igbenedion, CFR, the Esama of Benin Kingdom at 89.
All of you here are specially recognized, especially by God Almighty, who has brought us here together and will bring us again next year together in greater numbers.